Hello, Kingdom Women Rise Part 2. So, when we're talking about submission, this is typically a word that turns a lot of women's heads, especially if you're the ones like me who had to be strong, who had to be independent, who had to do your thing, or it just wasn't going to work. And we look at this word and we see it, and it makes us think that the man has to control us, that the man has to dictate our actions and what we do and what we say. And that is not the case at all. And when you think about submission, when we're submitting to God, we're submitting to his will for our lives. We're submitting to his direction, to his leadership, his guidance, his love, ultimately, right? Because if God truly loves us and he has the best in store for us, and we say yes to his will, then we're saying yes to all that love and allowing that love to pour into us, to just and captivate us and to reveal his glory to us and to allow his favor to come upon us because he loves us that much, right? And so it's definitely important when you're talking about marriage and choosing somebody who is equally yoked with you, somebody who God has ordained to be in your life, to be that man for you. And when we marry the man, we marry somebody who we know that God is leading them. We know that God is leading them. We know they're allowing God to dictate every move that they make, that we know that they operate in the spirit and they seek God. So we know that they're this man of God. So we're choosing this man that we know who they are in Christ, right? We're choosing this man who knows that they are emotionally ready. They are ready. They are stable. They are healed from all their past wounds and hurts, and their heart is good to give to somebody else. We know that this man God has chose him for a purpose. We know that he is purpose-led, purpose-driven. He has a vision, and that purpose could even align with yours, because that's what a kingdom marriage is. You're doing purpose together, not just living life together. You're living purpose together. Your visions are aligning. And so when we choose that man, when we say, yes, we will submit to that man, we are really submitting to God because he is allowing God to operate in him. So we're submitting to the God in that man. And so it's important to remember that we're not just going to submit to anybody. We are not going to submit to the man that leads us down the wrong path. We're submitting to the one we know who God is leading, so we know we'll be led in the right direction. We're not submitting to the one who will get us caught up in mess. Because we're submitting to the one who God is in, so we know that God is ordaining his steps and dictating his moves and his actions, so we don't have to worry about that. So what is the problem with submission as long as you're submitting to the man who God has ordained for you, who is equally yoked with you? Be blessed, ladies.